Aloha. In this video, I'm actually going to show you part 2 of the Simple Six, which was the system that we've used over and over, and so have several thousand people, to create incredible wealth in networking while simultaneously having the time to enjoy it. Hey, aloha, Mark J, world's laziest networker, coming to you from our backyard here in beautiful Kauai, Hawaii. And we're on to part 2 of the Simple Six. Now, the Simple Six is really important. It's a system based on skills vitalized by people who teach those skills hands-on. We discussed in part 1 that the second biggest lie in network marketing is people don't duplicate, systems do. So to sponsor people and plug them into a system, how's that working for you? And if you're not producing, then you were sponsored and plugged into a system. How's that working for you? Okay, this nonsense of sponsor more is really what broke our minds and opened us up to a completely different idea. As a matter of fact, quick short story, I went to see a friend of mine who was really my business mentor. He passed just a couple of years ago in October of 2019, if you're viewing this, so I don't know when you'll be seeing this. But anyway, I told him I was frustrated with network marketing, and I had worked with Ronnie both at Mutual New York and William Penn, and was a multiple six-figure earner in the insurance industry, the book industry, and I said, I don't know why I can't make this work. And he got up from around his desk, and he gave me a little slap in the face on the left and the right. He said, you were trained by the best in the world. What are you listening to people that never made money before, that worked hard, maybe got lucky, but don't really know how they did it? So I went back to what he told me was to go study what I've been trained with, and I was trained by the best in the world. And we talked about this in the first video. Think and Grow Rich, author Napoleon Hill, laboring in obscurity until he met Stone, who wrote The Success System That Never Fails. And somebody asked me down in one of the questions, are these the original books? Yeah, they're signed by both of the authors. That won't make you 10 cents either. What will make you 10 cents and a lot more is what's in these books. So we abandoned everything in network marketing and created a culture. Let's tell you something interesting. The last company that my wife and myself, we built 6 of these, the top pin level earner. You probably know us from Go 90 Grow, which is the #1 network marketing training course in the world. And of course, a lot of people say, he's old school, you know, a dinosaur, right? We're alive, baby, okay? So Davey and I are in Salt Lake City, and we're in the hallway at a break, and there's 4 or 5 top pin levels there, what was known as 100K selects, and we were 100K selects. We're in the top 50 out of 1.25 million reps. And one of them was saying, hey, where's Januszewski? And which is what our last name is. And I said, the other guy said, who knows? He's probably got his whole team someplace. They're like a cult. They do everything the same way. It's maddening. And I tapped him on the shoulder, and he went like this. I didn't mean any offense. I said, you didn't offend me. It was a compliment, okay? Because we were called a cult. And if you don't know what a cult is just short for culture. So you want to we built a culture on our team called the Simple Six. Now, if you haven't seen Definiteness of Purpose, go back and watch it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so you'll get notified when parts 3, 4, 5, and 6 come up. A lot of people like Joni and Alina, who come here on a regular basis and share it with their team, they get what we're doing here. It's Teaching Tuesday, it's free, and no opt-in or anything. What we want you to do is get into a dialogue with us. Let us know what you'd like us to talk about. So let's tell you what these brackets are for. This is the mind, which is right out of those books from the dinosaurs, okay? And this is method. Now, what happens over the years is the methods change, but the principles don't. So today we're talking about a positive mental attitude, and I know what you're thinking. I have a positive mental attitude. No, you don't. And if your reaction to that was, yes, I do, you're making my point that you don't, okay? So how can I say that unequivocally, and how do you get a positive mental attitude? Well, with all due respect to the great Zig Ziglar and Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins and Les Brown and all these wonderful guys, hearing stories about people that don't give up and quotes like you can't fail, you can only quit, it's not your aptitude, it's your attitude that determines your altitude, won't make you 10 cents. Think about all those speeches you've heard. When it really comes down and you're looking at that phone, are you like, I can't wait to get on the phone? I'd wake up in the morning and I'd be bummed that it was only 5:30 in the morning and I had to wait until 9 to pick up the phone. And when the phone hit 9 o'clock at night, my heart would break a little bit because I couldn't keep pushing my dream. If you're not thinking that way, then you don't have a positive mental attitude. Why do I say people don't have a positive mental attitude? Well, you represent 150,000 years. That's how long we've been walking around with, what do they call these kinds of thumbs? Huh? Reversible thumbs or something? Opposable thumbs? Opposable thumbs. Since mankind's been walking the planet, sociologists and psychologists have a concept that they've studied called carrots and sticks. And you're saying, what the hell does this have to do with my network marketing business? Everything, because I'm going to challenge you to do the hardest thing you've ever done in your life, and it'll make you rich. Cost you zero. Cost you tens of thousands of dollars not to do it. Okay? So come along with us, dinosaurs, because we know something about the mind. When this is really important about the dinosaurs. You see, carrots and sticks is, here's an early man, and here's his buddy, okay? And they went out of the cave, and they looked for carrots, which was food and mates to procreate and maintain or further the species. Carrots would maintain it, sticks would kill them. Carrots maintain it, sticks would kill them. Carrots and sticks, Google it. You'll see what I'm talking about. So what happened was you come from a long, 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 long line of great stick avoiders. In other words, they saw a saber-toothed tiger eat this friend. Whoop, he's gone now. Oh, we don't want to get down to the river anymore. They developed, the mind developed, you have a predisposition to negativity. Sorry to tell you that, but we're only alive because of our ability to remember what will hurt us. Think about it. Compliments, you say, oh, this old shirt, or, oh, I've made that guacamole actually a little bit better. You don't take your compliments, right? But somebody says one tiny negative thing about you and you got a resentment about it for 13 years. Is that wrong? As my wife said. So carrots will sustain the species, sticks will kill you. So your granddaddy and your great-granddaddy and your great-great-great-great-grandma and her great-great-great-great-great-grandma could either really run really, really fast or fight really hard, but they were great stick avoiders. This created what's known as a negativity predisposition. And there's only one way to wipe it out, and that's to get honest and do what's known as the mental diet, okay? So wifey is going to put down there the link to masterkeyexperience.com. Now, the Master Key system was written by Charles Haanel, and all over this book, which you probably heard of, Think and Grow Rich, all over this book you will find the phrase Master Key System, which means Napoleon Hill stole that material from Charles Haanel. But he didn't really steal it. He sent him a couple of thank you letters and all that. But that's really what he used to create the questions to ask the 504 people that the richest man in the world introduced him to find out, how did you get rich? And this is how you do it. These first three things have to be there. These will change over the years. The way that Davine and I retailed and recruited changed over the years. This didn't change. All we did was teach them the first 5 things over and over and over again. But fundamentally, you're going to take the mental diet. It's 7 days without a miss, okay? Without a negative thought. And if you're thinking, I don't need to take that, yeah, you do. If you're saying, this guy's full of crap, you're proving you got a negative mental attitude. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you're the dinosaur, because you're behaving like the 99.98% of the people that have failed in this industry. Our team produced 20% winners. Remarkable, remarkable. You don't need to sponsor a lot of people, and you don't need a big list. We'll get into that down here. But this methodology doesn't work, and you're in the trap of buying leads and listening to the nonsense and the gurus. Folks, the guru's already in you. This stuff will just draw it out of you. It'll just draw it out of you, and you'll be fantastic when you have a real purpose in life. So make sure you get back and listen to that and watch that if you haven't, and you develop a positive mental attitude. We'll be back next week, okay? You'll be able to get 7 days in. I don't think you can get 7 minutes in without a negative thought. I couldn't at first, and it was the greatest thing that ever happened in my life, because you don't need any sayings. You don't need any quotes. You don't need any posters, and you'll never have to listen to or give a motivational speech again. All you got to give your team is the 7-day mental diet and walk them through it. When you do that, you're developing a culture on your team of positive predisposition rather than a negativity basis. We all have it, and the only ones that are tragic are the ones that say, no, I don't. Well, no, I don't is 2 negatives in the same sentence, okay? So yes, you do. And I'm trying to help you. Anyway, help your team, share this with your team, subscribe, and do me a favor. Leave me a comment down below. Hope it's positive. Peace be the journey. We'll see you on the beaches of the world with the rest of the dinosaurs.